Welcome back to the Kindmamaclub. Here you'll find strategies and activities for your little one, hit those developmental milestones, as well as sharing my experiences as a first-time mom. I'm Gumi, a pediatric occupational therapist with the passion of making the world a more kind, inclusive, and supportive place. Here on this channel, you'll find practical OT strategies, mama knowledge, and encouragement so you can feel confident, supported, and never alone. If this sounds like the club for you, please subscribe. And today I'll be showing you what a typical day of a newborn looks like for a 2-month-old. Let's get started. Good morning. This day she woke up from her sleep around 8 a.m. and right now she's doing a pretty good job with her sleep schedule and is averaging about 6 hours of sleep at night. Thank you, because mommy and daddy love their sleep. And the first thing we do is a diaper change because her diaper wasn't changed during the night. And when you're doing things alone, you have to plan ahead because you can't ask anyone to get things for you. I put on the milk catcher on one side, put the breastfed pillow on, and then grab her from the diaper changing table to feed. I start on one side and switch to the other side about the 10-minute mark unless I see or hear she's getting milk. She might be falling asleep and I'll try to wake her up to nurse the other side. Right now, she doesn't drink that much in the morning and gets too comfortable and falls asleep towards the end. We like to do this arm drop test to see if she's really knocked out or napping and being just comfortable. I'll move her to her bassinet and let the milk go down into her tummy. Before doing tummy time, I always wait around 20 to 30 minutes so she doesn't spit up the milk she just drank. I put the mobile on for her and I quickly get ready for the day. I remember the first half of postpartum, there was no clear schedule for me except feed, eat, and sleep whenever I could. Some days I'll miss brushing my teeth or washing my face because everything's just a blur. Second month postpartum is when I kinda was able to get into some sort of routine for self care with washing my face and brushing my teeth and being able to get ready for the day. I'll do a quick check in to let her know what we're doing for the day, and I quickly prepare breakfast. Today I'm having a breakfast burrito that my husband meal prepped for us with lots of protein. I'll quickly unload the bottle washer and prep the bottles for the day as well, and I highly recommend putting a 3-in-1 bottle washer, sterilizer, and dryer on your baby registry. A lot of second-time parents said they wish they had this with their first. It'll save you so much time and energy washing the bottles and pump parts if you're pumping. Currently, you are working a lot on reaching. I like to hang rings from the mobile and always make sure it's supervised and see her brain working on trying to figure out how to reach the rings in midline. The best thing we can do as parents is having patience and waiting. A lot of people want their babies to start doing the motion, so they'll either shake the toy or help them guide to reach. It's okay to do this from time to time, but this is a passive way of them learning. But we want active learning where we just sit back and watch and let them figure it out. Before doing tummy time, I like to prep her body by stretching and waking up her muscles. This warm up helps her learn cross body movements and use her upper and lower extremities together. She loves this warm up every time I do it in the morning. I also do bicycle kicks in preparation for rolling and help her roll over. I roll her to the side by guiding her hip and wait to see if she's able to roll over by herself or if she needs some help. I also work on tracking on tummy time to work on her neck range of motion and visual tracking skills. She's recently found out how to grab her toys and bring them to her mouth, and she's gnawing on this chicken's little hand. After some tummy time, I either lie her down on my legs and sing and dance with her face to face, or I'll hold her and we'll dance for a little bit and work on the upright position. When I see that she's getting tired, I'll put her in my baby carrier so she can fall asleep while I unload the dishwasher. She enjoys the bouncing movements and just moving around in general while she falls asleep. Before, we were just holding her until she falls asleep, but it'll take some time, like maybe around 15 to 20 minutes, and then we had to hold her until she was in deep sleep before we transferred her. And if the transfer wasn't successful, we had to hold, rock, or bounce her again. Putting her in the carrier to fall asleep really helped me get some things done around the house. Until she's in the deep sleep, I'll edit some YouTube videos before I attempt my transfer. This really varies on the amount of time I can edit, so I edit whenever I can. If I think that she's in a deep sleep, I'll attempt to transfer to her bassinet. If you're already a parent, you know that the transfer is a hit or miss, and the transfer was successful. Or was it? These startle reflexes you'll see a lot during the newborn phase. Every day, I try to get this quick stretch in. It's a Japanese stretching routine called Rajio Taiso. Growing up, I would do this stretching routine at Japanese school, and I thought it was whatever. But now that I'm older and in the same positions a lot, this routine is the best. It hits a lot of the movements and muscles that I wouldn't be moving otherwise, and the twisting one is my favorite. She's currently feeding every 3 hours, and she's pretty on the dot a lot of the time. We're currently doing a combo feed because I'm not producing enough, and I'll warm up her bottle first and bring it over before I sit down and nurse her. During the first few weeks, I was overproducing like crazy, and I was able to get 3 to 5 ounces of milk during a pump and was able to create a pretty good freezer stash. As my milk supply regulated, I would only get maybe 1 to 2 ounces, and I remember crying because I had to start going through my freezer stash and I couldn't produce enough to make more. I was able to exclusively breastfeed until this moment, and this is when I thought I wasn't enough, when I had to start supplementing, which absolutely sucks. Like, why do they do this to us? I did try power pumping and other things to increase supply, but I feel like my mental health would have been not so great, so I came to peace with supplementing, and that fed its best. Man, the nursing journey was crazy in the beginning. I thought I would rather feed the bottle because it's so much easier with the latch hurting and things, but now I love breastfeeding. It's so much easier just to latch her on, and I can't get enough of the bonding. She did have a blowout during that bottle feed, so I had to change, wash her clothes, and get her a new one. So here's her new outfit of the day. She doesn't have that many blowouts, but will have one once in a while. She loves this mobile that my dad got for her, and we use it a lot every day. I'll put her down to let her milk settle before doing tummy time, and during this time, I'll eat my lunch, which is rice cakes for today. Since we've been working on reaching, she's getting better at it, and it's so fun to see her progress day by day. I try to schedule in floor time at least once a day to have her practice rolling, reaching, and feel different textures. She likes to feel the texture on this floor mat, which has little letter bumps, and I have her feel different textures on the mat as well. For tummy time, I like to switch it up by reading a book, working on tracking, or having her reach for things in tummy time. If your baby doesn't like tummy time, watch my 5 easy tummy time techniques video for some inspo on different ways to do it. If the weather permits, I'll try to time her walk during a nap time window to see if she'll fall asleep in the stroller. I think it's a good routine for us both to get vitamin D and for me to get my steps in when I can. Depending on my energy level and her mood, we'll go for a short 10-minute walk or a longer 20 to 30-minute walk. Today, we were able to do the longer walk with really nice weather. I packed this stroller cover for the areas that it gets too sunny with direct sunlight and make her a little shaded area. I highly recommend putting some clips onto your stroller. You can use it to put the stroller covers and hang some toys. It's so versatile and we love it. It allows her to get some airflow while having shade, and you can always peek in to check in how they're doing. The mission to fall asleep during the walk was successful, but sometimes she literally wakes up right when I pull the stroller into the house. I swear she feels like she's inside the house or something. Let's see if the transfer to the crib is successful this time. And nope, she woke up. Those little yawns are so cute, and sometimes I'm able to get her back to sleep after the transfer, and she's out. I would say the transfer was a success. She woke up a little bit before 2 p.m., and the routine starts again. Change her diaper, nurse on both sides before giving her a bottle, and probably maybe change her diaper again. After feeding and letting her rest for a little bit, it's time for tummy time. Usually, I'll work on rolling, tummy time, tracking, reaching, and reading books. I have a video on a 10-minute daily play routine for optimal brain development if you want to check that out. Floor time is important because it works on muscle strengthening, coordination, and preventing flat spots such as brachiocephaly and plagiocephaly of the head. Parents will work on with their baby on the bed, but make sure to sometimes use the floor because the floor is usually harder than the bed and it'll give them more resistance. I love doing face to face play by singing, and I'll massage her face area at least once a day for her to get used to me touching her face and to give her awareness of the mouth area. She also has an upper lip tie, which thankfully isn't affecting feeding, but I like to massage that out as well. An important thing I like to tell parents is don't move their body for them, but see how much they can move. Of course, you'll have to help your baby get into certain positions, but instead of just passively moving their body, we want them to activate their muscles to help with the movement. Check out my 5 mistakes parents often make video so you know how to play with your baby to help them reach their milestones. If daddy is home, she'll have some playtime and she loves being an airplane and flying. It may just look like she's just having fun, but she's actually working on her back and the back of her neck muscles against gravity. And bonus, that is a super cute way to play. Today was the day I wanted to wash my hair, and before having a baby, I just needed to plan which day and I'll be able to wash it. Now with the baby, I have to plan which day and which time frame to wash it. It can't be too close to her next feeding time, and someone has to be able to watch her. Washing and drying my hair is a 30-minute plus routine, and it takes a lot of time and energy, so I have to find a good window of time to do it. If anyone has a good waving style cream, let me know. I'm still figuring out how to manage and style my wavy hair. I'll hop onto my computer to edit videos again since my husband is able to watch her for a bit. It's time for our next feed again, and I chug water throughout the day. I don't know how many times I refill this water bottle. I love it when she gets too comfortable and milk drunk and falls asleep on the pillow. I could watch her all day. It's time to prep for dinner, and we like to meal prep either on Sunday or Monday, so we have some variety of food to just eat during the week with less cooking. Today we're having some eggplant with bok choy and salmon on top of rice with some furikake. We'll either watch some sports or Netflix during dinner, and she's sleeping soundly. After we eat dinner, if we both have the energy, we like to do a night walk together. We're able to get our steps in, and it gives us quality time as a family together. We like to bundle her up with a beanie and some blankets for the night walks because it can get a little chilly. And this day, she wasn't having it at all, so we came back after like a 5-minute walk. I think she was gassy and had pain in her stomach because after we burped her, she was totally fine. We'll play with her by singing, talking, dancing, and reading books. And once you have a baby, you can't get enough of their cute, curious faces. They say that the days are long and the years are short, and I can't help but want to cherish every moment of these daily routines together when she's this small. This is why parents say never grow up, because time flies too fast during the best years of our lives. Okay, I have to stop getting sentimental because I'm getting in the feels, but it's her nursing time again, and when daddy's home, he'll be in charge of giving her the bottle after I nurse. After this feed, her next feed is around 2 a.m., and she'll sleep an average of 6 hours and wake up around 8 a.m. again. Her nighttime schedule sometimes fluctuates, but she'll give us a good solid 6 hours of sleep somewhere, which really helps us. Hope you enjoyed this day in the life of a 2-month-old if you were curious like me on what a daily routine looks like with a newborn. It's basically a cycle of feed, play, nap, repeat, and you find windows of time where you can go out and eat. It's a lot of planning ahead compared to baby life before, but I hope you enjoy the newborn stage as much as we do right now. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.